Hi and welcome back to your processing video tutorials. In this video we're going to make sure that we are able to see where our ball is. In order to do that, we're going to need to let our ball give the other file its position. And the way to do that is, as you may have guessed, with a method. So, public. Now here's where the fun part begins. We use int, and now is where I have to explain what void means, and it sometimes can be a bit confusing, so bear with me for a moment. This getDy method is going to give our other file the dy value here of our representation of the ball. In order to give something back to the other file, which is what we want to do, we need to use a keyword called return. So now, when we call ball.getDy from this other file, what we will get is 5. We don't need to use this here if we don't want to, but as I said, I like having the this keyword just so it reminds me this is getting something from the properties up there. And similarly, we can do the same for getDx. So what does void mean? Well, here we have an int method, public, and then int, and then the name of the method. And we are returning a variable, dy, which is also of type int. If we use void, then we are not returning anything. So this method does not expect to have a return statement at the end of it. And that's why we don't have a return statement at the end of it. If this was not void, then we would need to return something. It's part of the Java syntax. So here we have an int method, so we return an int. Here we have another int method, and we return another int. We can have multiple other types of data that we haven't seen yet, and methods can return all of those types if we so desire. So that's what returning is, and that's how we can kind of use it. So now we can go back to our main file here and see what we can do with this. So there's still going to be one more problem that needs solved before our ball bounces, but we can now do this here with our ball. So the way we do that is ball dot set dy, and we're going to change the dy value of our ball. The current dy value will be 10, and we want to set it to -10. So the way we do that is ball.setDy, ball.getDy times -1. So what this does is it gets the current dy value of the ball, which we've set to be 10, multiplies it by -1, and then puts that back into the dy value of the ball. Nothing different is going to happen if I run this. Well, first of all, it's not going to work because y doesn't exist anymore. And we don't have a way to get the y value of the ball. We've only got a way to get the dy value of the ball. But if this were to work, it still wouldn't do anything different because we're setting the dy value to be 10 every time. So we set the dy value to 10, then we change it, then we set it again to 10, and it ends up never really changing. So what we want to do is we want to remove these two for now, and in the next video we're going to make sure that we can get the y values and x values of our ball so that we can make it bounce up and down. So that's what we're going to do in the very next video. So I'll see you there.